Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Soap Thing Project, and thank you for joining me today. I had a viewer by the name of JMW who asked me in the comment section of shave number 154 if I use cold water for all my shaves. And the short answer is yes. I use cold water to soak my brush in my brush cup. I use cold water to make a lather in my lathering bowl. And I use cold water on my face before, during, and after the shave. In fact, if somebody were to put a gun to my head and they said, I will blow your brains out if you don't use hot water right now, I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going up to the pearly gates to be with God because I'm not doing it. And I'm going to tell you why coming up next. Alright, let's take a look at this comment from JMW. He says, is that cold water in your spray bottle? He's referring to this. This is the spray bottle I use to introduce water into my shave bowl before I start building a lather. I also add water to my lather periodically while I'm building it, and that comes from this bottle right here. He says, do you do a cold water shave from beginning to end? And do you use it in the winter too? Yes, I do, and I'm going to talk about why. Let's go over some of the reasons why I do that. I'm going to qualify my remarks before we go any further. I have been wet shaving since April of 2017, so about 5 years now, and I have been using exclusively cold water since January of 2020, so a little over 2 years I've been doing that. One of the reasons I stopped using hot water is because hot water dries your skin out. It dries your skin out enough that there's not a shaving soap on earth that's going to adequately compensate for that. So one of the things that can happen when you dry your skin out like that is it can result in a less satisfying post-shave feel. Another reason why I don't use hot water anymore is because it can increase the likelihood of acne accumulating on your skin. Because the hot water is drying your face out, the oils that your skin produces are going to overcompensate for that and cause your pores to get blocked up, which will cause acne breakouts. Something else that can happen with hot water is that it could cause your skin and your whiskers to over-soften. When you have over-softened skin like that, there's a higher likelihood of nicks and cuts because your skin is more sensitive than it would be if you were using cold water. In fact, cold water will actually tighten your skin slightly and cause it to be a smoother, more firm and consistent surface for running a razor across your face. Cold water is also known to stiffen your whiskers and make them stick out away from your face more, which makes them easier to cut with a safety razor. Now, I've actually had people say to me, I've tried cold water and I don't like it. Here's the thing. I think it's really difficult for people to divorce themselves from hot water, especially up here, because that's all they've known. That's all they've ever used. So I don't think they honestly give it the time of day. They don't give it 3, 4, 5 weeks for it to start making sense and for them to notice a sustained positive change. Look, I was the same way. After I tried cold water for about 5 days, I was like, these people are ridiculous. They have no idea what they're doing. This sucks. It feels like crap. I don't want to do it. But then after about 5 weeks of doing it, it clicked. I understood what was taking place. I understood the positive changes that were happening to my face, the way my face feels. It really was a game changer for me that made my skin much more healthy feeling and satisfied after a shave. It is also worth noting that hot water, like really hot water, can actually damage your shave brush if you soak the brush in water before you use it to do a shave. If you soak your brush in like really hot water, I've seen this happen both with silicone sealant and with 2-part epoxy. Hot water can soften both of those, and I've actually seen knots back out before. One time a knot actually came completely out of the brush just because it was soaked too long in hot water and it softened the glue just enough that the knot backed out of the handle. So do keep that in mind. And that's my rationale for using cold water until the end of time. no matter what the temperature in the house is, no matter what the temperature outside is, no matter what the season is. And if you don't like it, well, call the police.
I want 10 minutes alone with this asshole.
Questions or comments, put them in the comment section of the video, or if you want to call the cops, you can do that too. This is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.